growing up, I really despised eating rice, so my mom would make me these buns called ManTou, and my absolute favorite kind are the ones sweetened by brown sugar. So that's what we're gonna make today. Step 1 is combining all your dry ingredients, including the flour, the cornstarch, your baking powder, and the yeast. Now on the side, you're going to pour the warm water. Now make sure this is as hot as can be before boiling. This will help it rise. And I will leave all the ingredients in the description box. Adding your brown sugar. Now this kind of brown sugar is made from cane directly and is not refined, so it's a lot healthier for you. You can find it in any Chinese grocery stores, and it's actually not too sweet. So mix together your dry ingredients and then gently pour in the liquid. This is my mom's trick to kneading. While stirring with a pair of chopsticks, you pour in the liquid a little bit at a time and kind of eyeball how much you need each time until there's no more loose powder. And that's when you start kneading with your hand very quickly, no more than 2 minutes. While it's all warm, you are going to preheat an oven. This is our trick to rising dough. And then cover it with some saran wrap to better trap the moisture. Cover that with a lid and turn off the oven so it doesn't actually cook. So you can see it's actually just hot, and we're gonna let it sit for about half an hour to rise. This is how much water I have left. Depending on the absorbency rate of your flour, you might use it all up. So I'm just setting up my bamboo steamer. Line it with kind of the steamer paper or parchment paper is fine. Okay, it's been about actually 40 minutes, and you know it's ready when you get the sticky honeycomb structure. And we're just gonna pull that off, and we can start kneading this. So flour your board. Don't add too much or else it'll get too dry, and sort of knead it like you would with pasta, and your goal is to get the surface to be really smooth and not sticky. This took me about, I would say, 10 minutes. You want some of the gluten to develop. You can see, round and smooth. Now poke a hole in the middle and divide it up into maybe 8 to 10 pieces. It's really up to you. Just try to make them as even as possible. This is the part I always struggled with, so I'm sort of pulling out pieces so that I can get them to be the same size. For each of the individual pieces, you're going to knead them. And you can see that the surface is not smooth yet, so we are going to fold them inwards like this. And this will just help give you a very smooth and round surface, more tension as well. And then finally, you're going to round it off on the base of your palm. And then you repeat this until you are done. Now, if you want, definitely get some help because it could take some time and you don't want them to dry up. Alright, now we gotta let them rise another time. So we are going to stack them up, cover it with a lid, and put it back in my preheated oven. This time you only need about 20 to 30 minutes, just until it's about 1.5 times bigger, kind of like this. You can see that it got a lot softer. Okay, the most important part is actually the steaming, so cold water, turn it on to high with your steamer on. As soon as you see the steam come on, turn it down to about a medium. You want to make sure you can still see steam come up, but not too aggressive. And then count 8 minutes, turn it off, let it sit for 5 minutes before opening the lid. And there you have it, delicious fluffy ManTou. Now I kind of messed up with the top, as you can see here, which my mom will explain why.
这个就是开始的时候火太大，但没问题，整体是不影响的。
上好啊，它是外形上可能就是说差一点什么，或者是不是那么完美，但是吃起来质量是棒棒的，好吃的很。
So learn from my mistake, and I know yours will turn out even better than mine. Alright, happy cooking!